Everybody, finally got it done. I've got my fiberglass and finished on the Predator bio helmet. Unfortunately, when I was pulling out the original cast, I broke it, but I made good of that. I've turned it into a battle damage one now. What I could get so you can see it. Here's essentially this one here. So yeah, haven't airbrushed it yet, but it kind of snapped into pieces. Still got the pieces, so if I wanted to I could have put it all back together, but I thought it looked a bit cooler if I'd obviously left it like that. I can do something behind it. This one isn't going to be for sale. I'm keeping this one for myself. Just go up on a wall as a trophy build, as that was the first bio that I actually done. Now, as you can probably see, I've got a silver finger. Yeah, it's playing with fiberglass. It's very sharp, so obviously trying to get this mold out. Let me just show you here. That's the fiberglass. Is RTV silicon and Easy Flow 120. That's what I use to cast the plastic. Very rigid, and as you can tell, it's not that easy to get out of the mold. It is quite tight, but it comes with a little bit of tempting. This is the first actual cast from this mold, so I don't know how it's going to come out. I don't know if it's going to be really rough, but obviously that's why we're here. We're here to find out. Oops, look at that. There it comes. Cool. Oh wow. Oh wow. That actually came out really nice. Wow. I'm quite impressed with that. I'm really impressed with that actually. I will have to do a bit of heat bending on this side, as you can probably see. Warped a bit, but I'm not worried about that. I mean, just as long as all the detail, I mean the detailing on this is amazing. I didn't actually think that I'd get this much detail from the original cast. I mean, there is some pittings, as you can see on the top. There is some pitting, what obviously isn't too bad, but overall it looks amazing, except for this piece up here. Two pieces actually look a little bit off, but I mean, for a rough cast that isn't bad. Now I've got to clean that all up, but there we go. It's my first cast out of this mold. I'm quite impressed with it. I didn't think it would come out that nice. Now I need to put the mold back together. Make sure it gets back in nice and snug. So that I'll pull it out again. I'll start making a few of these. I will be doing full custom soon. I'm trying to learn again by myself without teaching or teachings or anybody else's help. Well, with a few tips from a few people of how to start clay forming again. So obviously trying to get it so that it's nice and neat, but there we go, it fits back into the class quite nicely. I'm quite impressed with that. Blood all over me. Well, you can say it isn't a good build without a bit of blood on it first, but as you can see, there's the back of it. It is extremely hard, it's rigid. I actually made my Iron Man helmet out of this. I also made my War Machine helmet out of this, what I had done a previous video on. This, to me, looks fine. It is a little bit off, I can see it's warped a little bit, but all you really need to do with anything like this is obviously get an oven, stick it in an oven for a little while, and then bend it as to what you need it. I mean, looking at it, there is a few light spots, but obviously because I'd be doing them up, I'd be custom spray painting them as well. I mean, as you can see, if I just do that, you can see how it kind of affects it a lot more. To be quite honest, this is the first mould, so this will either be a keeper or a family affair. So this may be going to my brother. As I broke the other one, I may keep this one and obviously do a few other casts. As I say, this is the first cast. There's still enough space in the back to put the tri-laser rig. What I will be doing, as I'm in the mood for the likes of Predator stuff, I'll show you my latest. At the moment, this is the plasma cannon. It hasn't got a lot of details on it because I've taken them off. So there's obviously just a glyph that I made. Obviously your rail board, there will be another piece that comes over the top, but if you have a look, it's all made out of Depron, so I need to smooth it first, then I can put the extra pieces on. Just a little mount. And then if we have a look in this is getting ready to be block molded when I get time and I finish the tri-laser. It's obviously one of the blades from his gauntlet, what I'll be making a little bit later on, but that's the blade, so I can get that casted. If we look a little bit closer, you can see this piece here is actually the insert for there. That's why it's got a hole in it. Then we've got the detailed pieces down at the bottom. That's the bottom piece. This piece over here is the middle piece, and then you've got the top piece. And essentially all of these will be put into a block mold, and then I'll just resin them. I've got clear coat resin, and I've also got the Easy Flow 120. What's this stuff here? I get mine from mbfg.co.uk. They're really good for fiberglasses, moulding, and obviously resins. They're one of the cheapest places that I found. There's also Allscott. I get mine from there as well. I will start selling these at some point, so if you are interested in them, just leave a little comment below. There will be a little sheet that I'll be forming. I do airbrush as well, so I'll be doing some full customs. I'll also be casting some spikes and some extras to make the wolf bio. I'm also looking into making a full custom, what will be essentially an entirely different Predator helmet. It'll be one of my own, but as I say, that's at a later date. I mean, I have looked into actually moulding this part of this and actually just cutting a whole load of it off and building up and then recasting it, but obviously that'll be my little secret. I won't show anybody that until I've got it done. At the moment I'm quite pleased with that. As I say, the detailings came out quite alright. I didn't think it would come out that well for the first cast, but I mean, let's see what the another 20 or 27 can say about that. Obviously, with it being a silicone mold, it stands up to the likes of a lot of temperatures, heat, anything like that, but obviously the wear of time will tell. I already have torn the top side of it by accident when I was cutting back some of the silicone. But anyway, this is just an update video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll try and keep you updated on that. Okay, see you later. Bye.